you in the relationship. They don't want to do right by you in the marriage, right? But however, when you choose, okay, enough is enough, I've been dragged enough, they still don't want to come through and sign the papers. Number one.
If someone would have told me I was getting a divorce at age 56, leaving my home and my business, I would have told them they was a lie and the truth ain't in it. Well, this is my divorce story.
Hey, good people, Tracy Bryant here at Life After Divorce Show. I am here to speak about why he won't sign those papers. What is the holdup? I filed for divorce over a year ago. He would not sign the papers. He kept giving me excuse after excuse. He held on to the papers for over a year. Sunshine. I finally did what I had to do, and I got it done anyway. And I left my marriage at age 56, and I have not been happier. I came into a state and a place where I truly needed to find myself, take care of my needs without taking care of other people's needs, not being under any type of commitment, contract, or obligation, especially when it begins to become abusive and you start being mistreated. I don't feel anyone should be mistreated or experience any type of domestic abuse at any age, okay? Regardless to race, religion, sexual orientation, honey, everybody deserves to be in a healthy, non-toxic relationship. But that also starts with you having a healthy, non-toxic relationship with yourself. And I realized that I had some shit going on. I had some stuff going on with me, and my marriage was a reflection of the things that I definitely had going on with me. Past traumas and, childhood issues and things like that. So I want to speak about why does your ex, he doesn't want to do right by the relationship. He doesn't want to do right by the marriage. He continues to say, I'm going to do is his middle name, honey. I'm going to do, I will, but never does. Always expressing a commitment, but never coming through on the commitment, right? Saying all the things that he's going to do and never producing that. I mean, it can be a real disappointment. Any heartbreak or divorce is a big disappointment, right? So they don't want to do right by you in the relationship. They don't want to do right by you in the marriage, right? But however, when you choose, okay, enough is enough, I've been dragged enough, right? You wake up and just all of a sudden you're no longer unconscious in the relationship, right? Now you've had an awakening to where, okay, you begin to start choosing yourself. All of those red flags and those signs and those things that you receive, that punch in your gut every time something was off, when it starts to awaken you now you begin to realize, like, this is not healthy. This shit is weighing me down. I can no longer do this and be productive. And I'm unhappy. I'm not just unhappy in this relationship, but I begin to become unhappy with myself because of the shit I'm accepting in this relationship, which is a reflection of how I feel about myself. And that's why you have to have a relationship with yourself, a good, healthy, loving relationship with yourself. If you want any other relationship to be effective and to be whole as well as productive and to evolve to a state of ecstasy and bliss. Do any of us know that? I mean, we experience some ecstasy and bliss when we get some good D. When we get some good D, we expect a we experience a little ecstasy and bliss, but shit, that shit is short-lived, right? So let's talk about how our exes don't want to do right by the relationship or the marriage. However, they still don't want to come through and sign the papers. Number one, he feels like a failure, especially if he's had previous marriages or he was in a relationship where he really gave of himself and he was in love. There was a deep, long-standing relationship for some years before you, and then now he's gotten with you and he still can't get it together. Yeah, he feels like a failure. He feels like a big time failure with that, right? So he feels like, oh wow, I can't get this together. I have to hold on to her because the other one made me feel terrible about myself. It brought a reflection onto me that I don't have my shit together, that I'm not the man that I professed or the woman I professed I was. It's like it shines the light on their inadequacies. It shines a light on their insecurities. So this second relationship, or even you could be the first, it shines a light on how they can't measure up, right? How they aren't the person they projected themselves to be. They aren't the person they presented themselves to be, right? And they just couldn't come through. Maybe you are the best thing that has ever happened to them. Maybe you are that one that gets away. Right? And that is like a punch in the gut, honey, because it makes them feel, it affects their self-worth and it affects their value, how they feel about themselves. So feeling like a failure is number one. The second thing, they want to control you. They want to maintain some level of control. They couldn't control the relationship. They couldn't control you staying in the relationship because you finally decided to bounce. You finally woke up and said, no more. We not doing this shit, right? And so they still will try to have a level of control based on how you move. And that's going to be the next thing. That thing about control. They couldn't control the relationship, right? They couldn't, a lot of them can't control themselves. They in relationships, they can't control their primal needs. You might have an habitual liar. Right? You might have somebody that has said they had all the things and they could do all the things and not come through and do all the things, So having some line in some area of control over your life still feeds their ego. Right? They still know, I got this level of control over you and you can't move until I allow you to move, right? So you waiting on them to sign these papers. And in my case, girl, he had every excuse. It was one excuse after the other excuse. So he had to get the paper signed. First off, he wouldn't allow me to deliver them to him. So he didn't want me to know where he was. He didn't want me to have his address. Okay, I'm cool with that. So how do you want me to get these papers to you? He suggested that I email them. Okay, I emailed them last year, honey. It's been almost a year. I emailed these papers and I was still waiting on these papers from him. I'd hit him up every few months and be like, hey, what's up with the paperwork? I'm going to get to it. I signed them. I just ain't got them notarized. What's taking you so long? What's going on? Then I wouldn't hear from him anymore. If I didn't reach out to him and ask him about those papers, I wouldn't know anything about the papers, because let alone, you could sign them all you want, but if you don't get them notarized, it don't matter. Meaning he still was holding on, right? And in that time of holding on and wanting to have that control, he also wanted to spin the block. So that's another thing. That's number 3. They want to spin the block. They want to hold on to you. They want to keep you in emotional, as an emotional hostage. All right? And I don't do well in hostage situations. I don't do well in you holding me back and you holding me down. I do not do well in hostage situations at all, honey. I will revolt on your ass in a hostage situation. I am constantly thinking, how the hell did I get myself into this, and how the hell am I going to get myself out, right? So spinning the block, they want to hold on to you and keep you under an emotionally hostage situation so that you can continue to have some form and line of contact or communication when they are ready to spin the block. Now, let's be clear, ladies. Them spinning the block don't mean they did the work. Okay. Hey, them spinning the block don't mean that they did any of the things they needed to do to course correct for y'all to be able to come together and have an harmonious, loving, evolved, healthy relationship or marriage. That's not what they mean. So don't get all geeked up when he hits you and call you trying to spin the block, trying to return home, trying to get back with you. If he has shown you no signs, no effort, no physical manifestations of him course correcting and getting his shit together, girl, it is all in vain. It is null and void. It is empty promises. Listen to me. Listen to Mama T, the OG, honey. Listen, if he has not course correct and shown you in any manner, okay, that he has any changed behavior with them empty promises and them empty apologies, don't do it. Don't do it, baby. Spinning that block, baby. So mine did attempt to spin the block. Mine actually called me saying, what's up? I know I got these divorce papers and I'm supposed to be sending them to you, but I just want to know what's up. Well, I want to see, if we can try again and if we can get back together. And I said, what? What do you mean? Why would you think that? Why would you think you could just come to me and get back together and you've done no work? Okay? And if they don't have nothing else, they got audacity. He said, because we getting older, and plus, what you gonna do? Girl, my new ebook, Heartbreak to Happiness, 10 Steps to Recover from Divorce and Snatch Your Glow Back. Link in the description. Girl, I'm getting older, and what I'm gonna do? At 59, do you see me? Do you see me? Do it look like I'm about to check out? Do I look like a healthy, nice looking woman? Like, I know I'm attractive. You could tell me. Thank you. I am a Leo, so we do, take compliments well. But look, honey, bruh, I ain't rolling over into the coffin yet. Why is you telling me? Because we getting older and what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna live. I'm gonna funk something, and it's gonna funk me. Why? Because I'm still very attractive and sexually active. Yes, honey, my shit ain't turned off at all. My faucet is still flowing. Don't play. What I'm gonna do? Live my best life. Have you done any course correction? Because we didn't even complete marriage counseling. You didn't want that. Have you done anything to heal, to course correct? There was silence. And then here was the number one question I asked in him attempting to spin the block. Okay, how is this going to benefit me? In you spinning the block, in us reconciling, because that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing, are you saying you want reconciliation? Yes. Okay. How does this benefit me, sir? Tell me. Crickets. Crickets and crickets. Crickets and flies. You know why? Because flies love shit. It was crickets and flies. There was no answer. So let that be a lesson to you. Let my lesson help you before you decide to allow that person who mistreated you, who abused you, who created division between you and your friends and your family, who made you feel bad about yourself, who reduced your confidence, who went through your resources like it was water. You know what I'm saying? Who fucked up your credit. Let you think about all that and then ask, how does this benefit me? Because see, that's the question. And if they can't give you a very intelligent, practical answer to that, to how it's going to benefit you, girl, keep your running shoes on and run. Keep them damn track shoes on. Don't you get comfortable and take them track shoes off. You better keep them on, baby, okay? And the very last thing I want to tell you is the reason they won't sign those papers is because they're miserable. They're miserable without you. They are miserable with themselves, honey. They don't want to see you happy. That's how miserable they are. They do not want you. There is no way they are going to allow you to leave up out of their lives fully and go off into the sunset and be happy. That's how ignorant they are. Girl, they don't want to see you happy. So they will hold on to them papers. They will hold you hostage because they don't want another person to get all of the benefits and the resources and the love, the good loving, the good food, the good morning honeys and sweeties, and I got your lunch ready, I got your plate ready, I got your hot cat down here ready for you, baby. I something sweet smelling for you, and I done put some honey down there. Baby, they don't want that. They know what they had with you. Come on now. They ain't forgot. Just because they may have ghosted you, or just because they with the next one trying to play all in your face, and I'm going to tell you this, and you better take it from Mama T to OG. I'm going to tell y'all, stop stalking their asses on social media. It's keeping you in a state of exhaustion, anxiety, and depression. All the shit they posting with that other person is for the optics, baby. They hoping you watching them. They trying to make a comeback because remember they felt like a failure when you left them. They felt like a failure, so now they need something else to feed that ego. They need something else to take up that space of where you were. Okay, so they trying to get somebody to match the energy, but remember, baby, you are one of one, and your energy cannot be matched. I don't care how hard they try, and you better understand that. When you decide to pick up and leave, understand your energy will never be matched, and you will always be the one who got away. By right, which is the best thing, you got away from the bullshit. Yeah, you the one got away. That's you damn right. I'm the one. Hey, got away, baby. Thank you so much. You could go check out my video. It's why he spins the block. Why does he spin the block? I have another video. I'll go ahead and attach that to this video. And I want to tell you how much I appreciate all of my YouTube subscribers. We're at 11,900 subscribers. I want to thank all of those on YouTube just from being here being on for a year, since August of last year. And I want to thank all of my Instagram followers as well as my TikTok followers. I appreciate and love all of your support. Be sure to like, share with a friend, and subscribe, and hit that little bell icon so that you can know about the notifications of every time I'm showing up and talking about this real truth concerning life, love, and most definitely happiness over heartbreak, honey. Let's get it there. Happiness over heartbreak. I am Tracy Bryant, your delicious divorce doula, and I'm here to bring truth, tea, and wisdom for life after divorce.
Are you ready to turn your mess into magic? Slide on over to the Rebirth Collective on Facebook. It's our exclusive community for healing and empowerment for women who are divorced and over 40 and deserve that post-divorce glow. You're not alone. You are just getting started. Let's rise together. Join us today.